In 2 days she died of a headache. Now doctors warn of these symptoms. In brief moments a written explanation. To date there are many diseases that we can face every day. Influenza, inflammation, bone pain, upset stomach and headaches are very common. Generally, we fight these things ourselves by self-medicating. However, we know that this is not the most practical, because it could put our lives at risk. As the famous saying goes, it is better to be safe than sorry. However, most of us expect it to be too late to act. Many times, this is because we trust the situations and we do not give the attention that deserves. That is why, when we want to act, it is too late. That was the case of Charlotte Lee Broadway and her husband Eric, who lived in Northern California, USA. The couple raised with 4 children and the presence of both parents was very important for the family. Both met at the school they attended and eventually married. Finally, they decided to increase the size of the family and their 4 children arrived. A strong headache. Lee was a woman who suffered from constant headaches that made her very ill. As these were very frequent, she learned to deal with them and eliminate them. For this he self-medicated, managing to calm the pain. However, one day things did not go as she expected and her life took a big risk. On April 1, 2017 he began to feel a strong migraine like he had never felt before. Although self-medicated, this was of no use, so he decided to go to the hospital. Her husband Eric accompanied her to pay attention to the doctor's diagnosis. They thought that all he needed was a stronger painkiller. But the truth was that his situation was of life or death. Eric told the WCMC, "I did not really worry, I knew she was suffering from constant headaches." However, Lee was diagnosed with cerebral aneurysm, a cerebrovascular disease, at the hospital. The disease is characterized by weakness of certain blood vessels, where blood is collected. This in turn creates a small bubble that puts pressure on the brain mass. The outcome of a brain aneurysm can be disastrous. The pressure exerted on the brain may cause serious damage or the bubble may burst and begin to bleed. The latter was the case of Lee, which caused the strong migraine he was suffering. They warned the population of this danger. Sadly, 2 days after being admitted to the hospital, the woman ended up dying. This is why Eric shared his experience. He wants to alert all people to this danger. Doctors are also alerting the population to this danger. For this reason, we will list the symptoms that appear before a cerebral aneurysm. Lack of sensation in one part of the face. Stomach discomfort and vomiting. Fainting or loss of consciousness. Weakness of arms and legs. Unbearable headache. Emergence of convulsions. If the cerebral aneurysm is detected in time, it can be operated and thus prevent death by this cause. That is why, as soon as you notice some of these symptoms in you, go running to the hospital. That way, you can avoid putting your life in danger unnecessarily.